I feel like a lot of people like was feeling that way around that time, like realizing with them changing their style and their music. I don't know, I guess I didn't really know how to take it, I guess. I don't know. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Anaya. How is your day going? I hope it's going good. I hope you're having a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while now, because it's something that I just went through, and I'm sure there are other people out there who may be going through this as well. Maybe not, I don't know, but I just wanted to share this with you. And this is about the time that I almost left the ARMY fandom, or K-pop fandom in general. Okay, I made a list so I didn't forget anything, because I don't know, it's like a lot but not really. So I just made a list. But yeah, so the first time I like realized that I was starting to feel a different way towards BTS was back in 2015. It was like after they released their Most Beautiful Moment in Life mini album, and I don't know, it's like I didn't feel that connected with it. So I don't know, that was like the first time, like that was the first moment that I realized that I was starting to not feel as connected as I normally was at the time. Another one is I didn't really watch any of the stages for Run. I don't know, because like, I don't know, it's like just something, a part of me just wasn't there anymore. I just felt like a disconnection. I don't know if it had anything to do with BTS or if it was just like my own personal thing or whatever, but just something about it just wouldn't let me like connect with it, and I didn't really watch any of the stages, and that's a big thing for me, because normally when they have comebacks, I watch like a lot, if not all, of their stages for different music shows. But for Run was the first one that I really didn't like watch any of them. At that time, I had a fan account, my Bangtan Fanatics fan account, which I now reconverted into like kind of like my spam account, or my YouTube, Instagram page. I made it back in 2013, I think, and it's a fan account. I would like update, I would do a lot of memes and stuff, and I would just like update it every single day, and I don't know, I felt like it was a must for me, like, because I was kind of like a semi-update account. I was constantly like posting new pictures of boys like at airports and their performances and things like that, and I think part of that may have played a role in it, because after a while, I had that account, like I said, I made it in 2013, and it was until like the beginning of 2016, I think, I stopped posting on it. And it was just a lot for me, because I was posting so much, and after a while it wasn't fun for me anymore. It kind of felt more like I don't know the word, like it's something that I had to do, whether it being something that I like doing. So I feel like maybe that played a part in it, and I didn't really know how to deal with it. So by not just taking a break from the fan account, I just took a break from BTS in general, which is something that I didn't plan to do, but it happened. Also, I don't know, I just felt like a disconnection to the fandom. I don't know if it was because the boys were becoming really popular around that time, because that was around the time that they were like made that big transition from like what was it? Like how when they released I Need You, like that was kind of like a huge transition for their like style wise and music wise, although I loved I Need You and that whole album, the In the Mood for Love, yeah, album. It definitely was very different from their previous music, and a lot of people realized that, and a lot of people wasn't a fan of it. However, I was a fan of it. It just was the album after that I wasn't a huge fan of, but there were still songs in there that I really liked. So I feel like a lot of people like was feeling that way around that time, like realizing with them changing their style and their music. I don't know, I guess I didn't really know how to take it. I don't know. It's like I was present in the fandom, but I was more so like in the background, just being seen and not heard. I didn't really like update on them or like any of that kind of stuff. But I did buy the album, so I did, support them. But I don't know, I wasn't really fully there, if that makes sense. Then fast forwarding to last year, when they released the Wings album, I wasn't a huge fan of that one either. So for me, it's like, wow, 2 albums that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know about you guys or any other fans, but the way that I connect with a group or an artist is through their music. I know some people can do it through, the members and the personalities, but for me, if I'm not a fan of your music, I can't really connect with you. You know what I mean? So because I wasn't a huge fan of the Wings album, like I loved Blood, Sweat and Tears, like that song was amazing, but I listened to all of the other songs, and like it just was not sticking to me the way that their previous album was, and I didn't know how to take this. Like I didn't know, like I felt like something was wrong with me, because I'm like, wow, as a fan, why aren't you liking it? You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. It's like, is it me? Like, am I fading away from BTS? Because I know I wasn't the only person. I have a friend who was a really hardcore ARMY, and like I was talking to her, and she was telling me she was feeling the same way about them. Although we both love BTS and we'll always love them, we just felt like we were, I don't know, it was just something that was happening maybe in our lives that we were like fading away from them or maturing, I guess, because I'm not a new fangirl. I've been a fangirl for a while now. And it's like when you're a younger fangirl, that's understandable. But as you get older, you start to mature more, and you realize that you don't have time to constantly keep up with the artist or the group that you're, a fan of. You just mature, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I think that's another thing of what I was doing, and I also had a lot going on in my life at that time, and I didn't really know how to deal with it, so I kind of just like shut everybody out. I didn't really keep up with a lot of groups, even BTS, and yeah, like I just didn't know how to take it all in and process it. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of Wings, and because of that, I listened to the songs, but it wasn't clicking with me, so therefore I didn't listen to it again. I listened to Blood, Sweat and Tears a lot because that was my favorite song on the album. But due to this, even when the concert came, like this recent concert that I went to, the BTS concert in March, because of that, I feel like I couldn't enjoy the concert as best as I could, because I didn't know a lot of the lyrics, because they weren't performing a lot of their older songs. It was mainly like they performed all of the new songs from the Wings album, and they performed some of the old songs, but they were really fast and not the full song. So because of this, there was a lot of songs that I didn't know the lyrics to, and when you go to a concert, you like to interact with them by screaming and singing along with them, and because of that I didn't know the lyrics, so I feel like I couldn't enjoy myself as much as I could. So yeah, like that played a part of me as well, but never, it was still an amazing concert. I had the time of my life. And even before the concert came, when they announced that they were coming, I still felt this way. Like I still felt like I was kind of slipping away from the fandom. But even when they announced that they were coming to Chicago, I knew for a fact that I wanted to go because I didn't get to see them the last time that they toured in America. And even if I wasn't feeling the same way towards them as I once was, I knew this was something that I really wanted because this was gonna make up for missing them that first time. And I felt like, you know, if I go this time, maybe it'll, like, you know, shake me or like wake me up and get me back where I used to be. And that's exactly what it did do. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, so I think for me, the whole reason why I felt like I was kind of fading away from them or the ARMY fandom was because I just didn't feel the same way about their music as I once did. I've already mentioned that that's the way that I connect with groups and artists is through their music. So if that's the way that I connect with a group, I can't do that if I'm not enjoying their music. And that right there just made me feel like a fake fan. And we're like anyways, because it's like, why can't you just like it? Why can't you just get yourself to like it? You know what I mean? Even with this album, I still supported it. I still supported it. I didn't like it, but I did buy the album. It took me a while to buy it. I didn't buy it when it first released last year. I bought it in February of this year. But yeah, after the concert, it did shake me, and it did make me realize that it's okay not to like everything that your favorite group or artist release. You're human. You're gonna have things that you dislike and you like, and it's okay. It's not like you shouldn't let that determine whether you're a real fan or a fake fan. I hope that makes sense. You don't have to love every single thing someone releases just because you're part of that fandom. And speaking of fandoms, I know there are a lot of like problematic fans in fandom. Sorry about that, my camera died and I had to wait for it to charge up. But like I was saying, if you want to join a fandom, or even if you don't want to join a fandom, don't let the fandom affect whether you support a group or an artist, because at the end of the day, being in a fandom is about supporting that group or artist. It's like, I mean, yeah, being in a fandom is really cool because you have other friends. I mean, you can make friends very easily because there are a lot of people there who like the same things you do. And being in a fandom is great, and I'm saying this because now in days in K-pop there are a lot of problematic fans, and I've heard so many times from people saying that, oh, I really like this group, but I can't seem to get into them because their fans are so immature and so problematic. And it really makes me sad because, first of all, it shouldn't be that way. I think fan words are so stupid, like, because half of these groups that you guys want to hate each other so bad actually really like are friends. For example, BTS and EXO, people love comparing them and trying to like start drama amongst the fandoms, and it's like, you guys are seriously up here wanting them to hate each other so bad when literally they're friends. It's just so stupid. But don't let the fans affect whether or not you choose to support that artist, because you don't even have to join the fandom. Like, you don't have to. You could just support them, you know. You don't have to go by the fandom name. You could just say, hey, I like so and so, I buy their music, I help promote them, you know, I support them, but I can't, you know, I can't deal with their fans. You know, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine, but just don't let, you know, the fans affect you. Like, don't let the fans come in between you and that group, because it shouldn't be that way. And yeah, so this video is kind of not as informative as I feel like it could be, because I didn't really know how to word everything because it was more like a feeling and I didn't really know how to explain it. So I don't even know if this video is gonna go up. If it goes up, then you're watching it. But yeah, I just want to say that I really love BTS, and I really enjoy supporting them, and I really enjoy the fandom. And now I know that it's okay to, you know, not agree or not like everything that they release, you know what I mean? So that was the whole moral to this video, is it's okay not to love every single thing your favorite group puts out, you know? You shouldn't let that affect or come in between you and that group, because obviously they're gonna release more music, and or whatever the reason it may be that you're feeling this way. For me, it was the music. But yeah, just know that it gets better, and you know, there's gonna be better days, and yeah. This video came out like really bad, and I haven't even watched it yet, but I already know. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you guys understood where I was coming from, and I hope that I explained this well. But yeah, that's it for this video. Just give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. But yeah, until next time, I will see you guys